What's the harsh reality no one accepts? Bad things will happen to you for no reason. Some parents just don't love their children. Beauty matters in how people treat people. You don't always keep the good friends you meet, but that doesn't mean you can't make more later on down the road. Edit. Thanks for my very first platinum, gold and the silver. You guys are awesome. Some people just can't be saved. You could give them every benefit in the world, and they still could choose to throw it all away, and you can't do anything about it. Very few people truly accept their mortality, and most of the time when it truly sinks in, people get scared and want to avoid it. Mistakes do define you, the little ones don't. But if you make a big mistake, it will alter your life to an extent. Saying that they don't matter is a lie that will prevent you from diagnosing life problems later down the line. First impressions are a very freaking big deal. Money and good looks matter. Hard work doesn't always pay off. Pain is inescapable. Not even acknowledging that pain is inevitable and preparing for it ahead of time can lessen it. You will be taken by surprise. You will be hurt. You will not enjoy it. You will not be able to numb it. And there is nothing you can do except take it on the chin. Edit. I guess I should add. It's true you can prepare yourself to experience certain kinds of pain and lessen its impact. But when I said this, I meant that eventually something was going to come up that you never prepared for and cause pain anyway. Just didn't do a good job of making that clear. Sorry. Oh, and yes, pain can also bring about growth. I don't disagree with that at all. Some people just don't get a happy ending. Some people never find happiness or satisfaction. People tell you that there is light at the end of the tunnel, but for some people there isn't. They never get to see any light, just darkness. That I don't care that you broke your elbow. Not everyone is going to like you, no matter how hard you try. There are no single women in your area willing to meet you. You will likely be lost to history. In just a few centuries, nobody will remember or even knew you existed. Sad, I know, but you just have to accept it. There is no possible way everyone was kung fu fighting. People refuse to accept that this is a reality. Lots of time and money is spent cushioning that blow. We live here. We live now. Best get used to it. We are not all special. Some of us will not find love. We are not all equal. The world goes on after you die. Us first world citizens have it much better than we think we have it. Nobody is truly selfless, and that's okay. People often hunger for truth, but seldom like the taste of it served up. George R.R. Martin. If Shrek 5 happens, it's going to be a crappy cash grab and Shrek is probably going to do the floss. I don't know who most of you are, and it'll be like that forever. Therefore there will always be someone who doesn't care about you whatsoever. Very late. But sometimes you are the problem in a relationship, and if people keep on leaving you, it may well be your fault, even if you don't feel like it is. Edit. I'm so glad my first ever award and my highest upvoted comment is about something not totally ridiculous. Thanks guys. Reddit is an echo chamber, and just because a belief is popular here does not mean it is in real life. Edit. Reminder, you should sort this topic by controversial. There is no karma. Bad things happen to good people. Bad people do bad things that never catch up to them. Good people do good things that screw them over in the long run. It's all random. Sometimes you must accept the truth that there always will be idiots who will frick it up for rest of us. There could be a gamma ray burst coming from deep space to fry our entire planet within a second, and we'd have no way of knowing it. Have a good night fellas. Pandemics last years, not weeks or months. You're the bad guy in someone's story, so many of your enemies will never admit to doing anything wrong. But the thing is, neither will you in some situations. People justify their own behavior to themselves. That's why so many people can't apologize and double down on the crappy things they do. People can just simply fall out of love with you for no reason. You fretting about whether it's you or something else, or the investment is basically you giving them the reasons to strengthen the reason why they stopped loving you, when they could very much not have a reason at all. Feelings and priorities can change. People like to be lied to. They don't like finding out they've been lied to. Pikachu is a slave. The world doesn't owe you anything. Not if you've suffered all your life, or even if you were the greatest person to live. No one but you and your loved ones gives a crap about your problems, and no one is obligated to give a crap about them. There's a group of people out there in the world that would be very happy to see you every day and love you and accept you for exactly who you are. You'll probably just never meet them. That it's really not butter. You aren't actually that talented. The male G-spot isn't the anus. You can't be anything you want to be. Everybody is born different, treated different, and will live different. There is no equality in society and there will never be. You are not perfect, no matter how much you try. You will make mistakes, and you will learn from them. Not admitting to those mistakes makes you appeal to other people, and they will look down on you. Nothing is fair. Some are born rich, some are born in poverty, but you can change that throughout your life. It's in your hands. Money buys happiness. It will fix 99% of your problems. It will make you happy, but it will depend on how you use it. Money is power. The rich can do almost anything. The sky's the limit. If you are born rich, you are born in power. We all benefit, in one way or another, from others who are oppressed. At any time a giant space rock could come frick our crap up. Your government does not have your best interest at heart. Not everyone will turn out to be a superstar or super successful in their lives. Beauty and money matter. At point the world is nicer to rich and beautiful people. Life goes on. No one is as important as they think they are. There is no meaning of life. Rather, you make your own meaning. We're all going to be forgotten someday, even the most famous of us. So just do what makes you happy and feel fulfilled. This question is catnip for the antisocial edgelord teens of Reddit. Not everyone finds love. This thread is filled with harsh realities that most people do accept. Britney Spears is a slave to the music industry, and so are most popular singers. You wasted more time on Reddit than you should. That we are going to be physical distancing for the next year or more. Edit. Physical distancing doesn't mean shelter in place. It means no handshakes, no hugs, staying 6 feet apart, etc. Society will get back up to speed in 6 months or so. For most of us, what we do barely has an impact anymore. We are not heroes. We don't lead overly important lives, and many of our jobs and roles in society can be filled by someone else. That's how it is nowadays, and why it's so hard to succeed. Nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere, and everyone is going to die. Most people don't give a rat's about you. Some people are just inherently bad people that are never going to change. Some people are capable of becoming a better person. Some aren't. The market should be very down right now. Oligarchs own America. There is a chance that we feel every painful incision and sensation during surgery, but simply do not remember once we awake. This thread is full of stuff that's just people don't think about and talk about it all the effing time. They know the reality. They accept it. They just don't let their lives be ruled by it. Most answers really missed the point of this question, which is a shame, because it had great potential. Pubic hair. That the world is run by psychopaths who often partake in Luciferianism and SRA. Corona doesn't originate from 5G tower. Both political parties play you like a puppet. They want to keep you so afraid that you won't vote third party, that they just lost the game. America really is not the greatest country in the history of the world. It's actually kinda terrible. That the political points and declarations you make on Twitter and other stones do crap to foster improvement anywhere. It only galvanizes the sheep. It doesn't matter how special and incredibly smart for your age everyone said you were as a kid. You are just average at best. We are in the middle of mass extinction and most people don't really care. Edit. People keep thinking that I'm talking about humans, but I'm not. We are thriving, and that is the problem. It's animals that are going extinct. Rich people get different treatment in the eyes of the law. You won't win the lottery. When your life is in immediate danger, police are too far away. Socialism/communism does not work. regardless of how free you dress it up. You can't love someone's illness away. A good chunk of your life is determined by probability charts. There is no big lie. There is no system. The universe is indifferent. That it's okay to be sad sometimes. Marketers and social influencers are selling the idea of being happy all the time so much. People have forgotten that sadness is a part of life too. Also, a not so accepted fact is that delayed gratitude makes you happier. Everybody is seeking instant gratification through Instagram and FB, but the kind of happiness you get by investing in a long-term thing like a good relationship, a great career, a good friend circle, pursuing a hobby, is really immeasurable in front of the delight you'd get from 1k FB likes. Communism has failed every time it has been tried. Religion only exists because people are so afraid of death that they force themselves to believe in an afterlife. 90% of humanity is either too ignorant, too stupid, or too much of a coward to man up and admit a mistake. Veganism is totally okay, but everybody with the ability to use their brain, not many people nowadays, hates veganism. Feminism is important, but very few know true feminism and many only use it to bash men. Not everything morally right is legal, and not everything morally wrong is illegal. Every anti-vaxxer, is that correct, needs to be put in quarantine till the thing vax, especially their children. Edit. Wow, it's really fascinating how mature all the little triggered Redditors are. Guys, just to make it clear, and it's kind of my fault for not writing a disclaimer, so apologies for that. English is my second language, so mistakes happen. Whoever finds mistakes in my posts or comments is invited to keep them. There's a very good chance that once you die, that's probably it. Once the very last neuron in your brain fires off for the final time, you and all your thoughts will essentially cease to exist. Islam is not a peaceful religion. The government just sucks at doing crap. How the frick does a 9 PM curfew help stop the spread of a virus? Most, if not all, the choices in your life are predetermined by brain chemistry. You die twice. First time when they lower you into the grave, and the second time is the last time someone mentions your name. Then you're forgotten. The next century is going to be one of the darkest humanity has seen in a very long time. You're already seeing some pretty wild effects from our deteriorating environment. It's only going to speed up and get more severe in terms of magnitude. Political instability, war, mass displacement, natural disasters, corporate dystopia, you name it, it's all on the horizon. Mostly a matter of sequence. Try to enjoy the time you have. Plan for what you can. Adjust accordingly as the dominoes fall. That everybody needs to quarantine and literally not see a soul for 2 weeks for COVID-19 to really go the frick away. Edit. Jesus people, of course it's not happening. But that's the harsh truth. And no one accepts it. That's how the spread of viruses works. Any female born after 1993 can't cook. All they know is McDonald's. Charge their phone. Twerk. Be bisexual. Eat hot chip and lie. Us girls have it easier in life. I know feminism says we are oppressed, but we get way more help and support in life. Easier dating life, etc. At least that's what I've noticed compared to my male peers. Your dreams are achievable, but only thinking about that one goal and never striving for or achieving other things for the express purpose of making that dream happen is a crappy plan for life. That your life really doesn't matter. We are just here to keep the species alive. The universe doesn't give a rat's ass about you. Humanity has the resources and the capability to take care of everyone. We just don't want to. Sometimes you really are utter crap at something and should try another hobby. Edit. Let me rephrase. If you're trying something competitive, i.e., you're in high school and want to try a competitive sport, if you keep struggling, you will have to accept the harsh reality that you should try something else. Perhaps using the word hobby was a bad choice. If you're sucking, but you're having fun on a non-competitive time, that's fine. Hobby was a bad choice of word. Then again, it wouldn't be a harsh reality without it being, well, harsh. Stay safe and have a good day, everyone. You don't have all the answers. I hate seeing people everywhere that think they can do everything, especially people in American politics, who say that only they can do the things they do. Getting out of this hellhole we're digging ourselves into is a team effort. And we can't have one half of our team trying to put the other half behind bars. Or even just thinking we can do just as fine or perhaps even better without them. You're going to die. You won't be at some of your friends' funerals. Because they are going to be at yours. That males have feelings. Bernie Sanders lost because he is a bad candidate. That 3,000 people are dying of coronavirus per day in the US. That there is most likely no God or afterlife, and that there's nothing you can do to change that, and that you'll probably never make a difference in the world.